on the News Channel 5 network. This is the plus side of Nashville.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Glad you're here. You do not want to miss today's show, let me just tell you that. The Tennessee Performing Arts Center has announced its 2015-2016 Broadway series, and there are some amazing shows coming to Nashville. We're going to review each production, show you clips, and tell you how you can get your tickets. You don't want to miss that. But first, imagine having to cook a breakfast every day that consists of 36 eggs, 2 pounds of sausage, 24 biscuits, 2 packages of bacon, and a gallon of hot tea. And that is a typical breakfast. That is what Mike and Hayley Jones from Franklin, Tennessee, a couple who were already parents to 2 young sons when they adopted 7 brothers and sisters from Sierra Leone, a country in West Africa. The Joneses write about their 3-year-long journey to bring the children home in their new book, At Any Cost. And we are so happy to have Mike and Hayley joining us today in the studio. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thanks.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I've loved so much reading this book and just knowing your story. You're both an incredible, incredible couple. And so glad I got a chance to meet 2 of your sons. So thank you for being here today.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Why don't we start from the beginning? Because you all, young couple, in love, already had a 1-year-old and a 5-year-old, but was placed upon your heart that you wanted to adopt. You were thinking maybe 1 or 2 children from Africa. You both had this connection to Africa.
Yes.
If you would start from the beginning, Hayley, and kind of tell us, how did it come about that you brought home 8 children from Africa?
I don't think anybody ever starts with the idea of, let's go adopt 8 children. It was definitely, like you said, we knew we wanted to adopt. Ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to be a missionary in Africa. Mike always wanted to adopt a son from Africa. So as we got married, we just kind of shared those dreams with each other. And God had a little bit of a different plan than what we did, and how we ended up with the 8 was definitely divine intervention, for sure. But I can't imagine life different at all.
You guys, I tell you, you totally changed your lifestyle. With you have the 2 sons, adorable sons to begin with, and Mike, it's so interesting. Tell me the age ranges. What are they now? What are the age ranges?
6 to 17.
6 to 17. Were they okay, your 2 sons, with when you what was their reaction like when you said, we're going to bring home 8 brothers and a sister? What was that like?
Well, we'd always prayed throughout the adoption process and before, when we were trying to figure out what God was calling us to do, that He would help us know what we were supposed to do. And so when we went to them and told them what we were doing, that just incorporated it into our nightly prayers. And so, from the very beginning, they were praying to bring their brothers and sister home.
That is amazing.
Tucker was so little, he was 1, so he doesn't remember life without them.
Oh, yeah.
At all. And Tyler, he would pray with us each night, and during the 3 years to bring them home, we got to Skype with them every weekend. And so they got to see them. That was great. It was a big blessing.
That is wonderful. So as I said, and you just mentioned 3 years, and I've heard from many couples when they've adopted that it can be quite a journey to adopt. What was the 3-year process like, and why did it take so long, Mike?
Well, with being a third world country, there's many obstacles that you have to overcome, and so it wasn't just political figures coming in and out of office and being replaced. It was also, there was a hold and a ban on adoptions at the time we started the process. And so we had to work through that, and Parliament was busy trying to kind of come out with a new law and get the process going again, so we just kind of had to help in any way we could, assist the government along with some other families that were adopting at the time. And then we also had 3 different lawyers throughout the process.
Wow.
So it was quite a journey.
Yes, it sounds like it. And you adopted from an agency that often placed siblings together. And that was a beautiful thing, because I know you would not have wanted to split up the children.
No, we never would have. It was an independent adoption, but the center where they were living was definitely big on families and keeping families together. And so separating them was never a thought. It was either all or none.
Absolutely. Well, your lives here back in America is nothing like any of us probably could. When you brought the children home, you had to do some modifications to your house. You had to buy another vehicle, right, Mike?
Yes. Yeah, we had to, luckily, we had an older ranch house, and it had an unfinished basement. and we were able to go through the county codes and everything and get that done, and get it remodeled and make some more bedrooms downstairs. And we had to buy a 15-passenger van. And she, you know, every time she went to Sierra Leone, we thought something would happen and maybe they would come home this time. And so it was on one of those trips that she was gone for 4 months that when I went and picked her up at the airport, I'd found a used van from a family down in Colombia.
Oh,
so.
wow. Well, we want to know more about the children and a little bit about their personalities, how they're doing and adjusting here in America. We got to take a break. We'll have more with Mike and Hayley Jones about the Jones Dozen right after this.